Hi everyone! Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about my daily routine and the things I do every day to try and keep my inflammation from ankylosing spondylitis at bay. If you're on medication, obviously these things aren't to replace that. They're just ideas of things that I do every day personally that I've found that do help me. Everybody's different and not one thing is the same for another. The first thing that I try and do every day is to move. So whether that's going for a short walk, doing an exercise routine, a run, a cycle ride. I used to be quite worried about exercising and overdoing it. So I'd always try and pick low impact exercises and I'd probably not do anything too strenuous. But I have found that the more I've done them, the further I can run and the more I can exercise. I've actually strengthened my back muscles quite a bit now, so that's really helped. Obviously every week it does vary. Some days I can run 10k, sometimes I can't hardly walk down the stairs. So I just adapt what I can do on that day, but I always try and do some sort of exercise every single day. So number 2 is quite a simple one. So every day I try and add some olive oil onto my salads, or onto my meat, or onto at least one dish a day, just to get in some more good oils. And I also try and include some avocado every day. So whether that's in my breakfast smoothie, I have this pretty much, I'd say most days of the week, just because it includes so many ingredients and it really sets you up for a good start to the day. So I recommend checking out that recipe. I also have found that I love guacamole, homemade guacamole, so that's another way to include avocado into your meal every day. Number 3, again this is quite a simple one. I try and limit what I put on my skin. I try and only put natural ingredients onto my skin and avoid too many products. Number 4, now this is the biggest one for me, but obviously it's not for everybody. I try and eat a low starch diet. I've been doing this for about 10 months now and I found that it's really helped. I just feel better, I have more energy. Most weeks I can exercise. I used to spend a lot more time with inflammation, so it definitely has had some improvement for me. It's not perfect, I do still get flare-ups, but it has definitely reduced them. Well, from what I can tell so far, I've seen a big improvement. Now, it is a restrictive diet. I try and eliminate dairy, sugars, starch. That can include beans and pulses, corn, peanuts, soy, quinoa, potatoes, no pasta, no rice, and no beans. So there's quite a lot that I have eliminated from my diet. And yes, it is restrictive, but I've also found that by looking around and seeing what other people are doing, it has opened me up to trying a lot of new things. A lot of the meals I used to enjoy, I do still enjoy now. So I don't feel like I've lost out very much. More I've gained because I'm really enjoying just eating a low starch diet and feeling better, and my digestion is just so much better as well. I don't feel as sluggish. Yesterday I even managed to have a beef burger in a bap. I was so delighted. A beef burger in a bap, it was amazing. And the baps obviously aren't the same as what we're used to, but the bap was really good. Everything I made from scratch, it took me all of 30 minutes. It still tasted really good and I really enjoyed it. So I will post the ingredients for that down in the comments below. So check that out if you want to try the beef burger in the bap that I had. I'd definitely recommend that one as well. Number 5, a new thing that I've started doing is intermittent fasting. I learned not long ago that intermittent fasting can be another way of reducing inflammation. So I thought I'd give it a go. It's going to be another thing to keep in my toolbox, another way of trying to reduce inflammation in my body and just stay healthy. So I've tried the 16-8 diet because I thought actually I could probably work with that. It would probably fit in quite well with my lifestyle at the moment. Because I've been on a low starch diet for about 10 months, my appetite has reduced slightly already and I feel like, yeah, I can definitely work with it. So I've tried this for about 3 weeks now. I do feel better for it, to be honest. I was quite skeptical, but I do feel better for it and I'm going to keep it in to my routine for now and see how it goes. Number 6, another thing I do every day. Again, this is really simple, but just look at what other people are eating, look for ideas, inspiration of recipes that I think are really nice, and then adapt them to fit with my diet. Now, I've been reading this book recently, The Keystone Approach, and I've really found it so useful. I'm so glad I've read it. I was doing a low starch diet and I knew why, but I didn't really know why. So by reading this book, it's just given me a better understanding of why foods that we put into our body might affect our body. Since reading the Keystone Approach book, I've started adding probiotics into my diet. Now, it makes sense to me to add some good bacteria. So I'm trying that. At the moment, I haven't had any bad reactions or side effects. It's not given me any triggers. So I'll see how it goes and I'll give an update on that later on. Number 7. So I've been trying to keep a food diary just to see if there's anything that's recurring. Keeping a food diary can just be a good way of tracking if there's any triggers or anything that you've done that might consistently cause some sort of flare-up. I really hope that this video has been useful. Even if you're not planning on starting a low starch diet, there might be a few little things that you can take from it, whether it is starting some intermittent fasting, whether it's just adding a bit of olive oil into your diet, probiotics, or just reading the Keystone Approach book just to help better understand the disease. Please do subscribe to my channel and I'll be posting regular updates on my journey and other little bits of information that I find that I'd like to share with you. And also you can follow my story on Instagram, so occasionally I'll post the meals that I have through the day just to give some ideas of low starch meals.